Uh,
Greetings and welcome to Live Your Song, building businesses that make a difference. My name's Cheyenne Kramer, and I'm here with my better half.
Don Kramer. Hello, everyone.
And we're coming to you today from Deltona, Florida. You know that over the last several months we have been on the road, not only going further into living our song, but helping other people to live theirs.
That's right.
So today I wanted to talk about something that's just a little bit outside of some of the things that you might frequently hear about, because I think this is a really important concept to explore as we're going into this election year. Think about that. How much anger goes on during this year? How much division? How much just so much negativity that gets thrown around? It's kind of scary. So here's a concept. And again, you may not have ever heard this before, but it's true. It's a scientific kind of thing. It really has a science base to it. The simple words are whatever you focus on will expand.
That's true. 100%.
I'll say it again because I want this to sink in just a little bit. Whatever you focus on will expand. So, does that sound like something that's important to consider?
Very important. You showed a good example of that coming to Florida.
Well, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But here's what I want you to think about, because if that's true, if what you focus on expands, does it make more sense to be focusing on something positive or something negative?
I go with the positive.
Thank you.
I think you've learned that lesson.
Yeah, we've learned that lesson a few times actually. but but here's the thing. Because a lot of people are still kind of struggling to understand why we are so focused on this concept of living your song. I mean, what would you call living your song, honey? Is that a positive kind of thing or a negative?
You can make it a positive, or you can actually try to make it a negative. But believe me, you got to be positive. And we have been positive, and we are living our song.
If you understand that when I'm talking about living your song, we're talking about your heart song. How can that be negative?
Some people are, they let negativity sneak in
That's
the back
true.
door. And we just can't have that. We have to be positive thinking, positive, what we do.
Absolutely. And again, going back to this year is going to be, I think it's going to be an awesome year for us. I think it's going to be an awesome year for a lot of people we know. But for some people, it's going to be a very difficult year, a very tumultuous year, just because if you're somebody who spends all your time with your head in the TV, listening to, I don't care whether you're talking CNN, Fox News, or whatever other media outlet you might be watching.
I thought you were going to say somewhere else.
But it doesn't matter what you're listening to. The vast majority of it is going to be negative. It's going to be divisive. It's going to be causing more anger in the country. Is that what we really want? Is that where we want to focus our attention?
I hope not.
Oh, God, I hope not either. I'm so tired of it. Our three keywords that we really focus on is health, wealth, and peace.
Definitely.
How can we ever have peace in this country if everybody is focused on anger and what makes them crazy? I mean, the good news is, and I want you to hear this because this is important. If you know what it is that makes you really angry, then you probably have a really good clue to what your heart song is all about. Because anger is just an emotional reaction to something that we feel in our soul, in our heart, in our spirit. We feel that something is drastically wrong. And so if you have a real angry emotional reaction to something that you're hearing all the time, what are you doing about it? You just sitting around being ticked off? That does a lot of good, don't it?
Definitely.
So, and I think too many of us have gotten caught up in this belief that we can't do anything to change what we see out here. How many times have you heard that from
Oh,
people?
lots. It's just
Oh,
that's just so uh
it's
downer. It's a downer.
it's a downer and it's scary. But the good news is there's a lot of people I'm running into right now who are starting to come together. They're starting to look for and find people of like mind. They're starting to find people who have a similar vision as they have. Now that's a positive thing when you can start to find people who have a vision for creating something better. And I want to be clear about that. We're not talking about a vision for going out here and creating a riot or a vision for going
That's
out
not
here.
better.
No, that's not our
And it's
idea of
not,
better.
never has that ever been better.
No, and I mean, I absolutely believe in our constitutional rights to gather and to, speak our truth, our First Amendment rights to speak what's on our mind. Those are important rights. But if all we're doing is marching in the streets and yelling about what ain't right, how much good are we doing? Is it creating the change you want to see? How much are the politicians even listening to us? I mean, if they were truly listening, if they truly cared about the people who voted them into office, why do we still have things like homelessness and poverty?
Good question.
Why do we still have all this division amongst people, whether it's based on religion or race or sexual orientation or whatever? They just keep focusing on the things to make people angry and divided. If you don't believe that what you focus on expands, just recognize what the politicians are going to do this year. Recognize what the purpose of all of those commercials that they're going to create is. It's all about creating more division and more anger, because that's how they've been getting elected, is based on our anger and our division. And that's just some really important things for you to stop and think about and consider. Is there another way? I really want you to think, is there another way to create the change we want to see? That's why we're on the road. We're out here working to create new solutions and to encourage other people to create new solutions. We've seen some pretty cool stuff since we've been on the road, right?
Oh yes.
We've got teams starting to spring up in different parts of the country. We've got a team in Indiana. We got a team in Raleigh. We're working on building a team here in Florida. People coming together to start to create new solutions together. We have that power. And if we focus our attention there on what we can do to create new solutions, instead of focusing on anger, hate, oh my goodness, let's just call it what it is, a broken system.
Yes. Let's focus on building it up, not tearing it down.
Building something new.
There you are. Building
Building
something
something
new instead
new.
of tearing everybody apart. Build people up. Build people up.
Build people and build solutions.
Solution.
I mean,
That's a key word there.
you're a great solutions person. You're always coming up with new ideas to fix something or new ideas to be able to put something together in a different way. And there's a lot of us who consider ourselves to be problem solvers. But why are we not seeing more people getting involved in solving our community's problems?
Good question.
I know why, because we're all so tied up in just trying to survive.
Hmm
You know,
In survival mode.
it's the rat race, right?
I've heard that somewhere before.
Hamster wheel. We're all
Yeah.
running on this hamster wheel.
Getting nowhere fast.
Getting nowhere fast. And you know, it's time for a change, folks. It really is. And in fact, I'll even go so far as to share with you a concept that you may not have heard of before. If you've never heard of the idea that whatever you focus on expands, you may not ever heard the term of a split run.
Some
But
people have out there.
some. If you're in marketing, you may know exactly what I'm talking about
Mhm.
because it really is a marketing term. When people are in marketing, they often do what they call a split run, where they are working on creating two different marketing messages, two different ways of doing marketing to see which one's going to work the best. And, you know, based on the results of that split run, they work with the one that provides the best result.
Mhm.
So think about yourself and how could you be involved in a split run? If we're tired of the craziness we're seeing on the TV every night, and if we're tired of all of these problems in the country that are not being resolved, what if we can be engaged in creating new systems? New systems that we create because we know how to solve some of these problems. What if?
What if we invite people out there, if they have an idea that may work, contact us. See if we
Mm,
can help you with your
yes.
idea. We're all
Yes.
for it. We don't have to be out in the lead. We can be behind you, helping you take that new idea and spreading it, make it become a reality.
Absolutely. I mean, that's one of the reasons we're out here is we're being super connectors.
Hmm.
So don't think if you have an idea, don't think that you have to do it alone. In fact, if it's a really big idea, if it's the kind of idea that just scares the socks off you, then there's a really good chance that you're not the only one that has that idea.
Right.
There's really good chance there's more people who are working with a similar vision. Haven't we seen that out here?
Well, for example, um, how many people you have in different areas of the country that are coming together and working together for helping homelessness,
Hmm.
things of that nature.
Exactly.
Other people from Florida, St. Louis.
Yesterday we had a Zoom meeting using this very tool we're using here today. We had somebody from Pennsylvania, somebody from Alabama. We've
Mhm.
had people from Phoenix. So yeah, people are starting to come together and find each other. And that's a beautiful thing because if we have a similar vision, stop thinking you've got to compete with somebody else to create that vision. The word for this year is collaborate. Find those people of like mind, grab their hand, and move forward together. Now, I'm going to tell you right up front, this is not something we're used to doing in this country anymore. We're all into competition. We're all, trying to fight for the same pot of money, we think. And yet, I know there's more than enough money out here to do the things we need to do. And, if you bring people together to work on a really large vision, miracles happen. We're already seeing them in the group that's
Mm.
come together in Raleigh. We're attracting amazing people who have some resources, some ideas, some ways that they can help move all of this forward. So think about that. What do you want to expand in your life this year? Do you want to expand more of the negative chatter that we've been hearing? Or is it time to focus on something positive, something that's creating new solutions and bringing more help, more wealth, and more peace to the planet?
To every,
To everyone! That's what we're
yeah.
really here for. And there's no reason you can't be part of the solution. As Don was saying, you can reach out to us, and I'll give you a couple of websites.
Mhm.
WeCare-partnerships.com is kind of a main website for us. And you can go there, and there is a contact us page. Reach out to us with those ideas. Let us know what's in your heart. what's in your head. And even if we can't directly help you, we may be able to connect you with other
Yeah.
people who are working on the very same kind of thing, and you can get involved with them.
Are you saying, see if we can't help them? Wow, what a great idea.
What a novel idea,
Yeah, I know.
right? Yeah.
Yes, see if we can help you. Put us to work.
In one way or another. I
That's
mean,
true.
like I said, we're becoming pretty good connectors. So we may be able to help connect you to the people you're looking for. And when you're on wecare-partnerships.com, you'll also find some links to another website. And you can go there directly if you'd like to. It's called communitycollaboratives.com.
What's that word?
Communitycollaboratives.com.
Oh,
And it's got an S on the end. So yes, don't forget the S. And what you'll see there is kind of like this globe that's made out of puzzle pieces. That's us. We're building the super puzzle. And so we are inviting people to go check out that website because, first of all, you'll find an invitation to our Saturday meetings, which you can join on Zoom. And second of all, if you happen to be somebody who maybe has the ability to do some teaching, some training, some coaching, some counseling, and you'd like to be involved with the community collaborative effort, which is all about helping families in transition. Some of them may be homeless. Some of them may be, have lost jobs. Some of them may be just looking to try to figure out how to get off the hamster wheel and start to be able to live a life that has more meaning and passion to them.
the life they want to live.
The life they want to live. So, if you have a resource, we invite you to log in and register for your own account on the website and tell us what kind of resources you have that could help our efforts. Because this is becoming a nationwide movement very fast.
Tell us what you need.
No reason you can't be part of that movement. So I think that's pretty much what we needed to share today. You have any other thoughts?
Well, I think we covered a lot of ground. I just hope it's not too much. I know is there any other website you want to give them or anything like that? Contact information?
Actually, there is one other website you might want to check out, and that one it's just myname.com. So CheyenneCramer.com.
Spell it.
SheyenneKramer.com. And in that website, you will find some of the coaching programs that we've got going on right now. We're actually doing an introduction this week, and by the time this airs, it may have already gone past, but we're going to record that introduction. That introduction is going to explain a whole lot about the coaching program we're doing and how we're empowering people to become those solution providers, those solution creators. And so even if you're not able to attend on a Wednesday morning for this introduction, there will be a recording. And if you go through CheyenneCramer.com or wecare-partnerships.com and just let us know you want the recording about the coaching program, then we can get that to you. So I think that's all that we need to share today.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. Absolutely.
Pretty good.
But as we move into this new year, this new decade of 2020, we're inviting you to think about, what are you going to be focused on? Till next week, have a fabulous week and make 2020 the year that you create a solution.
Have a great week, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.